I am a social worker by training, and I'm currently a mental health consultant at the Center for Childhood Resilience at Lurie Children's Hospital of Chicago. Our team works with schools and other youth-serving organizations to build their capacity to meet kids' mental health needs. And so we do a lot of training and really trying to support adults who serve kids to know what kind of practices to create to keep kids safe, help them develop healthy relationships, to mitigate impact of traumatic experiences that kids may have had. Only about 25% of kids who have mental health needs get those needs met. And so to be able to equip educators and other adults who serve kids to understand challenges that they're bringing to their school day is so important to supporting those kids to be able to thrive in a mental health and emotional health capacity, but also to thrive academically. We're helping educators develop what we call a trauma lens. And so understanding trauma exposure from some single incident, or maybe some chronic and toxic stress that a youngster lives with. Racism in and of itself is also a trauma, and so there is an additional impact that is critical to be looked at. And so we end up sometimes re-traumatizing youngsters, certainly not creating the space for them to feel like they have that safety. Okay, teacher sees me, these social and emotional needs have been tended to, now I'm ready for spelling. My parents were both educators, very civically minded. Service and caring were very much a part of the culture that I grew up in. I was one of those little kids who really never had a sense of what I wanted to do or who I wanted to be, except I wanted to help people. The opportunity to go to Sidwell Friends, it was quite a sacrifice for my parents. I was a good student. I was a pretty quiet student. Quaker values that resonate with me are values that are aligned with what I was already learning at home. That tenet of that light of God in everyone, and thus equality, I guess mutuality is really the value that comes to mind. I happened to get into Harvard. My brother was already there. I thought psychology and social relations seemed like a good, solid liberal arts major, not really having a clue at that point what I would want to do with my life after graduation. After working in Massachusetts, I ended up back at Sidwell Friends working in the admissions office, and then kind of created a position to become director of student advising. And I began to really think about my own community as a Black woman and the lack of privilege that exists in so much of that community. I began to think, wow, I think I would like to support kids who don't have the opportunity to attend a Sidwell Friends. And so that's what got me thinking about social work. Social emotional learning really is the process for children to develop those basic life skills that enable us to navigate the world. For educators to be able to teach these skills is critical. For school cultures to change so that all kiddos feel like they belong and all youngsters' voices are heard. That doesn't happen in 3 months or 6 months. We're talking about years. And so we're really about planting seeds. Ultimately, that trickles out to youngsters and the positive impact will be realized. I'm not going to say it's easy every single day, because there's some days where it's like, nope, put the covers over my head. But generally speaking, it's easy to go to work and do the things that are challenging, because I know the potential for the impact. That drives me to believe that I'm contributing to my community, to my world, and hopefully making a difference in people's lives. And I'm having fun.